will get this one started. And off we go from Lumen Field. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted 1st overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
On the ground is Mason. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his 1st target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A short one there, caught by Kittle.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and So far, they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually,
and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, 49ers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it, and the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So,
and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
The Niners offense going to take over now for the second time. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's complete to Mason. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Purdy now on second down. That is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and long. To throw, Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Moody's kick is good. And the Niners will extend to a 10-0 lead. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. The Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense about ready to get going on their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. Here's Gino. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Smith. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 2. We'll try and run it with Walker. And he's going to have enough for the first down. We'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Smith. Now he'll run, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
play action now. It's Gino. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Leonard Floyd, the veteran who got to the quarterback.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Gino. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. Down the sideline. And he will score. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 10-7. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A throw on the move is caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. And he's not going to get to the sticks. He'll wind up losing yardage as they mark him short of the 1st down, and it sets up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. There's DK Metcalf. He and the Seahawks offense set for their next drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. The tight end Fant in motion. Once again, it's Walker. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. On play action, Smith. Sending it downfield for Fant. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Open man, left side, he's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down. Working out of the gun, Smith. This one taken in by Chenault. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Gino. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Timeout Seahawks, that is their 2nd. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
On 2nd down, it's Gino. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. To throw, Smith. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, it's Chenault. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins 1st and 10. Now Smith. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks go up by 7. It is now 17-10. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, it's Ronnie Bell. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's a slant to Ayuk.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So Kittle comes in motion. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Third and 5. Purdy works out of the pistol. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he will go all the way. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Moody now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Williams. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And this is not what they were hoping for. He is out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Brandon Ayuk heading back onto the field with his 49er teammates. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They face 2nd down and 7. He'll run. This is Mason. Up the sideline, past midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
They'll stay on the ground. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Purdy. That's complete to Mason. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch and they can't get out in front.
Into space. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
3rd and goal. It's Purdy. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
At this stage of the game, one play could be the difference between winning and losing, and that dangerous throw is just a little risky for my liking. I understand the notion of trying to make a play and being aggressive, but one turnover here, and this game could be over. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They'll run here. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back is Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. Metcalf with the grab. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now, a big third down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he will have the Seahawks first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gino. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 2nd down, Smith. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Walker. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Wallace. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's Walker. He'll work forward only to about the 18. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Second down and 8. Now Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They need 8 as they come up for third down. The run up the middle, it's Walker. The Niners will use their third and final timeout, and it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So the pressure's on, and here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here is Bell on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On second down, Purdy. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who have given him much of a shot coming in. But they rode the energy of this home crowd, got some big plays on both sides of the ball. They're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.